Welcome to today's episode of the podcast. In this video, we'll discuss how to support someone you care about who may be struggling with anxiety. It's common to feel unsure about what to say or how to help in those moments. Offering the right words can make a huge difference, but the pressure to say the perfect thing can sometimes feel overwhelming. The goal today is to provide you with 5 reassuring things you can say to someone with anxiety, alongside practical communication strategies to help you provide genuine support. By the end of this episode, you'll have a clearer understanding of how to speak with empathy and help reduce the stress that often accompanies anxious moments. When someone experiences anxiety, they often feel alone in their struggles. The sensation of isolation can amplify feelings of fear or panic. By reassuring your loved one that you are there for them, without judgment or expectation, you offer a sense of emotional security. This simple yet powerful phrase communicates your unwavering presence. It tells them that no matter how difficult the situation becomes, they do not have to face it alone. For example, let's say your partner begins to feel overwhelmed after a stressful event, such as a meeting at work or a social gathering. Instead of trying to fix the situation or diminish their feelings, saying, "I'm here for you, and I'm not going anywhere," creates a safe space for them to express their emotions. It's important to offer reassurance that you're not going to leave them to deal with their anxiety by themselves. Communication tip: avoid attempting to minimize their feelings or offer unsolicited advice right away. Sometimes, simply being a steady presence can be the most powerful form of support. The key is to allow space for your loved one to feel heard and understood. Anxiety can often trigger self-doubt or a sense of shame. The individual experiencing anxiety might wonder whether their reactions are unreasonable or overblown. This is where validation becomes crucial. By acknowledging that their emotions are normal and understandable, you help reduce that sense of internal conflict. Saying, "It's okay to feel how you're feeling," shows that you understand the complexity of their emotions and that there is no judgment. It normalizes their anxiety, making them feel less alienated from their own experience. For example, if a friend is anxious about an upcoming exam, instead of saying, "You'll be fine, it's just an exam," try something like, "It's okay to feel nervous." A lot of people get anxious before exams. This simple validation can go a long way in helping them feel supported. Communication tip: keep your tone neutral and empathetic. Your goal is to validate their emotions, not to downplay or dismiss them. Let them know that it's okay to experience discomfort, and that feeling anxious doesn't mean they're weak or flawed. One of the most empowering things you can do when someone is experiencing anxiety is to offer actionable support. Instead of assuming what might be helpful, directly ask how you can assist. This shows that you are willing to respect their boundaries while also offering practical help. Asking, "What can I do to support you right now?" allows your loved one to articulate their needs. Sometimes, they may simply want to talk through their thoughts, while other times, they may prefer solitude or a calming distraction. Giving them the agency to decide their support makes the experience less overwhelming. For example, if your sibling is overwhelmed by the thought of a presentation, instead of jumping in with suggestions or solutions, ask, "Would it help if we practiced together, or would you prefer some quiet time to prepare?" The choice is theirs, and it can make them feel more in control of the situation. Communication tip: stay calm and patient. It's important to offer support without making the person feel pressured to accept your help if they're not ready. Simply offering your assistance shows that you're there for them when they're ready to engage. Anxiety can often arise from the feeling of being overwhelmed by the big picture. When a person is fixated on everything they need to do or the potential outcomes, it can become difficult to focus on immediate solutions. This is where breaking things down into manageable steps becomes incredibly helpful. By saying, "Let's take this one step at a time," you help reduce the overwhelming pressure they may feel. This approach encourages a more manageable and methodical approach to problem solving, rather than getting lost in the vastness of the situation. For example, if your colleague is anxious about managing multiple tasks at once, you might say, "I know there's a lot to do, But let's take this one step at a time. We can prioritize this task first, and then move on to the next. This provides clarity and direction, which can significantly alleviate anxiety. Communication tip. Emphasize that it's okay to break tasks or challenges into smaller, more achievable goals. This helps shift the focus from the overwhelming totality of the situation to a more manageable and calm process. Anxiety often leads people to doubt their abilities, making them feel inadequate or incapable. Offering affirmations that focus on their strength and resilience can counteract those feelings of self-doubt. Saying, "I believe in you," may seem simple, but it reinforces their competence and reminds them of their past successes. This can boost their confidence and help them remember that they are capable of handling difficult situations, even when anxiety makes it hard to see that. For example, if a friend is struggling with anxiety before a job interview, you might say, "I believe in you. You've prepared for this, and I know you'll do great." This affirmation shifts their focus from fear to their capability. Communication tip. Be specific in your praise. Acknowledge their hard work or past achievements, as it makes the affirmation feel more genuine and personalized. To summarize, here are the 5 reassuring things you can say to someone with anxiety. I'm here for you, and I'm not going anywhere. It's okay to feel how you're feeling. What can I do to support you right now? Let's take this one step at a time. I believe in you. Supporting someone with anxiety doesn't require perfect words, but rather compassion, patience, and understanding. By offering the right words and creating a safe space, you can help reduce their anxiety and provide the emotional comfort they need. If you found this video helpful, please consider liking, subscribing, and sharing your experiences or tips for supporting someone with anxiety in the comments below. Your input is valuable to the community, and together, we can continue to provide the support that those with anxiety need.